friends with these people for the whole year.
Okay, so they're in your grade.
And
When you
they,
say friends, good friends or not?
I actually started realizing that they're not good friends because they abuse me emotionally and just do things that would make me angry. And sometimes I'd get over it thinking that I'm almost done with matric, I won't see them again, so it's okay, I don't need them in my life. Up until I had a little conflict with one of them that accused me of stealing their money. And I didn't. I never did that. But the other girl, her name is, she's the one that actually stole the money. So because it's all three of them and they're all close and they're best friends, and the thing is with her, they make her do whatever they want her to do. So the two are actually the controllers. So because I don't roll like that, I don't operate like that, I don't let anybody dictate me my life, what you're supposed to do or how many boys you're supposed to sleep with, and I just don't approve of that lifestyle. So I started noticing that they're not important in my life and I don't need them. I just want to pass my exams and with good marks, and so I decided to leave them because there's so many friends I talk to. So because they don't really have friends at school because of the people they bullies and everything, they weren't that happy to see me happy with other people. So I said that one of them is actually a fake friend, telling the other one, not knowing that she's actually gonna play the voice recorder to them. So when the one found out, she sent me a message telling me that I ran my mouth, I'm a loose cow, cursing at me, saying all these negative things. So because I was tired and I didn't wanna argue with her again, I just sent her an emotion with the sharp. So that bothered her because she didn't get that emotion in me. So today we get to school and she's like to me, seeing that she was sending me that sharp, I want you to show it to me again, saying that you think you're so smart. And then I told her to leave me alone. I'm not really in the mood for arguing with her because I left them. They saw that I've been distant. I haven't been hanging around with them anymore. That should give them an indication that I don't want them in my life anymore. So they tried to beat me up at school, but then my friends from school were protecting me, so they couldn't do anything. And they just kept on telling me that I still have 11 more days of exams. They're still gonna get me, they're still gonna beat me up, simply because of a conflict that we had. And they were not being civil. If they had been civil, maybe it wouldn't have ended to this. And then because I was so scared and terrified that they're gonna kill me because they're very tall and they buff, I went into one of my friend's car, and then she had to drop me at the taxi rank where I had to get a taxi to get home. And then because one of their guy friends also has a car, they followed us and they parked right in front of her, not leaving space for her to actually drive and try to help me. And then they came and they opened the car and they dragged my two friends out of the car, and I was at the back, and they all came and they attacked me and they were sitting on my head. I even have a bruise here. I couldn't do anything and my place is torn. Like I just couldn't do anything.
Sorry, my friend.
They just beat me up. I'm in Alberton High, grade 12. What happened is everyone in matric is afraid of these girls because they are bullies. We knew the minute they started attacking her that they were going to hit her and it was going to be really bad. The problem is it did not start here. And a lot of girls at school are being tormented, called names to an extent where they're even afraid to come to school. And now the problem is, if you're writing an exam, it affects you psychologically, and that is what the problem is. They bully us, and no one can stand up to them. Like a whole group of matriculants is basically afraid to stand up to these girls. I'm 18. I'm in Alberton High. Today we witnessed a assault that happened with a friend of ours. We left school. It started at school. The quarrel started at school. These girls and the two guys wanted to hit her in school. They started pulling her from the tuck shop by the window. Then she went to the office. The teachers told her to leave. They didn't do anything about it. Then she got in the car with a friend of ours. They drove off. But the guys, they still make comments. The girls kind of left the issue, but they said they'll get her. Like, this is just the start. And like, she still has more papers to write, all of them together. They still want to hit her. And the guys were like motivating other people, like, but there's no, all the other matrix were like, there's no reason to hit her. But then these two guys were motivating them, saying no, we're gonna hit them, why she deserves to get beaten up today even. Like, all they were saying all these nasty stuff. And was like, yeah, nothing will happen to him because he's a youth league leader. Was like, he's rich, they have money, nothing will happen to them. They got in the car, we left, we walked away from school. On our way there, my mother picked me up. But then we drove off, we saw them standing there, a group of people surrounded this car, and I told my mother that they're gonna hurt. We turned around, we got there. As we approached the situation, they got in the cars and left. When we got there, I was in the car crying. Her clothes were torn, her blazer, everything, and they just left her right there. I was in the car with. We came out from school. We were trying to protect her from these people as they were attacking her from school. When we got there by the taxi rank, they came with their car and blocked from moving. So as they came out, a girl, she opened the car and attacked Nhlanhla. Two of them, as we were trying to stop them, they pushed us aside, and they attacked her also, sat on her, and she couldn't breathe. So as we were trying to monitor the situation, it got even worse because we couldn't intervene. And then by the time came, they already drove off. Yeah, that's basically what. On my way, halfway in towards Voortrekker and Raceview Motors, I picked up my child. They were waiting for me and they went a different way, so I had to stand on the yellow lane. So as they were approaching, a group of kids passed me on the left-hand side while I was in the car. I saw kids passing, I don't know what was it all about. And the next best thing, there was a truck, a big interlinked truck standing besides the road, which means it happened in the middle of the truck and the other cars. We drove off towards, started saying, Ma, please, there's something, and I'm like, what's wrong? We're on our way. She's like, Ma, I know they're gonna beat their child. Please help. They're gonna brutally assault her. Please help, because they're standing there. So as we couldn't turn anyway because we're halfway into Voortrekker, just past Engine, and I had to make a U-turn towards McDonald's, all the way in Clinton Road. I had to turn around into Clinton Road to get down, to get to the scene. As I'm approaching the scene, when they recognized me, they immediately ran into a BM. I think it's a silver BM, the 3 Series or the 5 Series, the big ones. And immediately 2 girls are very big people, even bigger than me. They were looking at me and they went with the boys into the car and they started driving off. And that's where we found the child brutally. An unhappy parent, actually very shocked at what's happening in our streets today, and that other parties, ruling party like ANC, recruiting people with revoking words like nothing will happen to people. So what are the other parties, and who are we as humans in South Africa to think that our children's life, our children are in fear of their lives, to think that they need to be afraid because they are told their parents are ANC, nothing is going to happen. So people must be beaten, people must be brutally assaulted and being told that ANC is ruling. So I want to send this message out there to the other parents and the ANC, to us, who are we and what are we? Are we animals towards the other people that has a green ANC or that is a member of the ANC? So I want the ANC actually to get this, and I want them to know what are they going to do with these kids.